family, it's me, momof4boys, and I know it's been a little over a month, but four boys, I never have any time to do anything, and now that my two oldest boys are in school, oh, my 5-year-old's in kindergarten now, I figured that it's like, oh, what am I, it's nothing to do, so while the little ones are asleep, I might as well get on here and do another weight loss update. So let's jump right in, because I like to do those little things where I do my little spin and we can do the little comparison. So let's go. Side view, back side, this side, belly out, belly in, out, in, front side. And I also have a couple things here, I want to do my measurements, see if my arms and stuff are changing. And I found this shirt that I know I wore in the beginning that I want to try on to compare and see how it kind of looks now. So some things that I've really noticed so far. Well, I think my stomach is continuing to go in. See, when I flex it, when it's loose. Of course, it seems to be going from this way down. As I always tell everyone, it seems like you lose weight from the top down. Of course, my arms have gotten in shape. My legs have lost some. And then with my stomach, it's going this way down. But I still have, this, in my C-section scar. But of course, this is going to be the area that's going to take the longest and the most determination to get into shape. I mean, I don't think that I will see this fat go away until my body percentage gets down to probably below 20. I don't know. I don't read into it too far. I just kind of do what I'm doing to get there, and it'll get down, but it's going to take some, cleaning my diet up a lot, and just being consistent with it. Speaking of diet, I've definitely been working on cleaning my diet up more and more. I talked about portion control, and then adding the shake. So I want to say, if I would look at what I would eat in a day, I want to say that I would wake up. Within pretty soon of waking up, I eat a half of a red grapefruit, and then I'll do my protein shake, and then my big thing of tea, and then I don't think I'd eat anything until around noon or 1, and then I'll have a salad or a snack or whatever. And sometimes I do catch myself nibbling off my kids, but I just take a bite and that's it. And I won't fix anything extra. If I do nibble off my kids' plate, it's just a bite. That's it. Because it's hard not to nibble off your kids' plate when you have 4 of them that you're fixing 3 meals a day plus snacks and then some. So, then after that, I have my salad. That's my 1 meal. I'll have probably around 2 o'clock is when I start getting hungry. And of course, they start doing their lawn when I start recording. But yes, I have my salad, and then about 4 or 5, I start getting tired, so I will do half a can of Red Bull for kids. I need the energy, of course. I might do a little snack within there, I eat a couple ounces of ground turkey meat. I really like that with mayo and some mustard in it, or a banana, cucumbers, okra. I really this month got into eating raw. I was reading about digestive protein enzymes, what help you digest your food so you can use the energy better and be able to break down the fat better. So I've been reading that meat and things like that aren't easily broken down, and so you need to kind of incorporate a digestive enzyme into your diet so you can kind of break down that extra stuff, you know, that's in there and get it moving through. So I've kind of incorporated, you know, eating more raw vegetables, because vegetables and things come with digestive enzymes because they rot, you know, meat and all that stuff doesn't break down. So I've been trying to eat more things that are raw throughout the day, and then when it, you know, the evening time, I want to say about 6 or 7 o'clock, I work out about that time, and then for dinner I just kind of have a meal, whatever the kids are eating, that's what I eat. So throughout the day I try to keep it simple, and so that for dinner I can have my regular meal, and then with that meal I take a like a supplement that's a papaya enzyme. I got it at like a Walmart, I don't know, you can Google it. But you know, that's pretty much how my day's been going. I've really, talking about the gym, have tried to step it up with my workouts. You know, I started taking it's just a body pump class that's dealing more with weightlifting, you know, because I want to start building up more muscles so that I can burn off the rest of the fat. So I've tried to at least work out 5 days a week. 5 days a week, I mean, that's kind of hard, you know, for anyone, especially someone with 4 boys. But if I'm not going to the gym, which I don't really get to go to the gym that much, I'll work out right in my living room. I'll find, you know, a video of a chick that's pretty much in shape, and then I will do that routine, that what she's doing, for at least 45 minutes. And you know, I think next week, and sometimes I do this because like I say, I try to trick my body, I'll do like 2 workouts a day, and then, you know, I'll do a couple days that'll be rest, and then, you know, I'll do 1 workout. But I want to at least try to get in 5 days a row working out, at least 40 minutes, where I'm sweating and I'm just trying to push myself with the max with those workouts. You know, in the beginning when I was working out, it was kind of hard to keep up, but now I find myself like really going at it. Like when they're doing it, I'm trying to just keep up with the instructor, do what she's doing, and even now I'm trying to go above and beyond what the instructor is doing. And I really think that it's making a difference. I mean, like I say, you know, some things that I've noticed with my body is my muscles, my arms, of course, coming in. I see my stomach coming in more, and my butt, which was a lot flatter, I actually can flex it, and it's getting hard. It's still a little small, but you know, it's gonna kind of change. And definitely my legs, I like to sit and flex my legs because I definitely can see the difference in my legs. Of course, they would start mowing the grass. It was quiet all morning, and of course everyone's awake now. Gotta cut grass. It's a beautiful day. This weather is perfect. Perfect. Top 10 summer. So let's just jump in with my measurement thing here. So I'm just gonna start at my legs, and I don't remember what it is before, but you know, I'll like put a link to those videos so you can go back and see what my measurements were. And I don't know if it's gotten bigger or smaller, but we'll see. So let's see. Start with this, and I think I've always measured right about right there. It's a little over 20 inches. Oh, I want to say it was like 22 last time. So that's like 20 and a fourth. Or no, 1/4. Yeah, 20 and 1/4. 20.25. Go right here. Oops. Keeps falling down. It's about the same, 20 1/4. Do my calves here. $14 3/4 there. I don't remember what that was before. Let's do this side. $14 3/4. Looks like my body's staying pretty even, but you know, when I'm doing my exercises, I do a lot of plyometrics, yoga, Pilates, so I'm pretty much evening out the groups, keeping everything in balance, and hopefully everything will continue to grow evenly. Grow, shrink, I don't know. Someone actually told me that I'm getting muscular like a guy, and they don't like a girl that has bigger muscles than them, and it's kind of confusing because my arms and stuff are half the size as when I was 200 and something pounds, so how am I possibly getting bigger if I'm half the size? And then they just don't want a girl that's looking better than them. That's what that is. So let's go to the next one. My arms, and that's looking about 12 1/2 inches. Yeah, I like looking at these arms. I definitely noticed these little shoulder muscles and these little creases up here, and I'm liking it. And you know, I'm liking how I'm looking in my shirts. I'm sorry, but I do. Let's see what this size looks like. $12 1/2 inches. Let's see what my neck is. I think I did that in the last video. So your neck gets fat too when you're fat. Let's say about right there. 14 inches. 14 inches. And my stomach. Well, let's see. I think I'm always around my belly button. I'm actually pushing out. It's funny. Actually, you see? Just relax. Normal. About 31 inches. Let's do it around my belly button. 32 inches, or still. I'd say about 31 inches. 31, 32 inches, right around. I don't know. If I keep going up, it keeps getting smaller. $31 to 32. I'll say 31 1/2 inches. Be fair. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't ever do my waist. So I have shorts on, so it wouldn't make a difference. So those are my measurements. So I'm definitely going to be looking at my past videos to see how I look from, you know, the measurements before. And my shirt. I think when I first started doing these weight loss videos, I was wearing this shirt, and this shirt felt more like a tank top. So I want to try this on. See how this looks. Because that had to have been like 30 pounds ago. I don't exactly know how much I weigh right now. I'll guess in the 160s. I don't know. I haven't weighed myself in a few weeks, so I'll guess in the 160s. But I'm sure I'll put my weight in the description thing when I figure it out, because I'll go to the gym sometime soon. Let's put this shirt on. Well, can't remember how this shirt was before. Looking in my reflection. But I definitely would rock this. You know, I think before that my arms were kind of so big that these fluffy things are supposed to be here, but I don't think these were here when my arms were a lot bigger. So I think these feel bigger right here. And I think the shirt's coming down lower on me, so I'm sure I'm going to be checking out my old videos on this to see. Isn't that funny how when you lose weight and you put on clothes when you were bigger and like you're like, oh, and then when you lose weight you're like, yeah. I've definitely over this whole experience feel a lot better about myself. I mean, you know, you should just jump on this whole lifestyle change with me, because a year ago, you know, I was looking at myself going, oh my goodness, I can't let anyone see me. I look like a mom who just had 4 kids. And now when I go out, people are like, you have 4 kids? Where'd you put them all? And I'm just like, these are all my boys. And it's just like, yeah. So definitely I'm happy with where I'm headed, and things are just gonna keep going. Use it. So I hope you enjoyed my little update. I'll try and, you know, get these videos up once a month. You know, I have been taking pictures. I'm kind of deciding if I want to make a Facebook like thingy with my journey. But you know, in my head sometimes I'm just thinking to myself, I'm not looking different, so you know, I don't want to be taking pictures saying that I'm looking different and I'm not really looking different, you know. It's not really till after the fact when I see the older stuff, it's like, whoa, yeah, I do kind of look different. So that's the thing. Take pictures, you know, even once a month. I think that's what I've been doing. Take pictures, and eventually you start seeing the progress, and you want to work harder, you know, to get in shape and achieve your goals. So I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. I'm sure my kids are tearing everything up in there. If you have any questions or comments, post those below. I know I kind of ran through it kind of fast, but I wanted to get everything in before we had some more distractions. And subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And as for now, I'm gonna get ready to go in there and get this on done. Talk to you later, YouTube family. Bye.